Hey guys, Abby here. How are you guys doing today? Today I'm bringing you another email from a subscriber. Quite an interesting story. I'm not going to talk too much about it here. I'm just going to kind of get into it. Um, Interesting point of view. I will say that. It's kind of a lengthy email, so um, we're just going to kind of jump right in here. Um, It says, "Hello, Abby. I'm writing to you as I watch your videos. You have interesting subjects, and one of the latest was about being afraid to ask for what you desire. This is no doubt a hot topic, and it's scary exposing yourself and risking rejection. So very true. I have always been submissive, always felt like I needed a woman to love and, yes, worship, but also to feel that she rules. She is the mistress. By the same token, women in general want to be adored, worshipped, and be seen as a princess. True. I do believe that the only one worthy of worship is God or Allah. I think women worship is a facsimile of our need to worship and serve. That stands to reason. I realized in high school before puberty that I feel in love with my schoolmistress. She was Welsh, had curly red hair, and was Miss, will say, just Miss. She was strict but very loving, and on a few occasions when I got bullied, I felt her loving embrace. I loved trains, and when she went to Wales, she brought me back some train postcards. I was the only one she thought of. When she left, I was gutted. I so loved her and obeyed her. I remember thinking I would marry her, lol. A Van Halen song is coming to mind. I'm sorry. Hot for Teacher. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's not funny. This is your real life story here. So I got married, and my wife wasn't dominant, or so I thought, but yet I realized she rules. She can crush you and make you feel bad by disobedience, etc., etc. I got leukemia in 1997 and I nearly died. My wife had a job, 3 young children, and a sick husband. I felt my authority dwindle. I don't if I I don't know if I was happy or not. I was under her strict authority. The fact is, she does love me, worries about me, and is petrified if I get sick. She isn't confident, had a crap upbringing, and has never felt love due to a religious nutcase father and a mother who played favorites. A friend of hers thought it was funny by telling her I was flirting with nurses. She was so angry, and yet this story was BS. I'm trying to show the dynamics here. She craves my adoration, and yes, if she had her way, I would be on my knees and I would be the prince under her spell. She absolutely hates me touching myself and has made it very clear that I belong to her and that the only one to touch is her, i.e., I am her property. We have on and off used chastity, but she sees it more as it is a way it has to be. She doesn't mind if I have a drink, but I realize I can easily knock back a whole bottle. She made me buy a wine rack that could be padlocked. Well, I did get one, and it is the one thing that has to be locked 24/7, and she keeps the key. I bought 2 bottles of Shiraz from a winery last week. Mistress, make it clear they are being locked up. Yesterday she asked where they were. I asked why, and she said because they are being locked up. Imagine my surprise when I find 2 cheaper bottles she bought yesterday. She said I could have a drink, but she decides how much and when, and as she keeps the key. Obvious she is dominant and the mistress I need. If I felt so blessed that she bought it, but also controls it. Back to chastity. I have told her how much I love being under her control and even told her she is my mistress. The sticking point is she says I need self-control with touching and that she wants to use it when I'm not under her rule. She is going away to stay with a girlfriend for 4 years, and she simply said while she was away, 4 days. I don't know where years came from. And she simply said while she was away, then I will be kept locked in chastity. She is leaving Friday, and I know she will lock up on Thursday. I put the device on tonight as I want 24 hours to check it doesn't hurt. I put a key ring through the pin so it doesn't come off, but tonight in bed she said she would padlock it and keep the key on her necklace. She knows how I feel locked up, that I like being under her control, and I think she's beginning to see how the key gets her the attentiveness she craves. She actually said when she gets back that the lock will remain on for as long as she wants. It's very hard to discuss this with her. She might think I'm weird. I just love her. Sometimes I just feel I should be normal if there's actually a thing. Well, thank you for sharing your story. Is it weird? I don't think so. We all have our thing. I've always said that and I stick to it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I can understand, like, it kind of gives you a sense of security. And that's fine if that's what you prefer and that's what you like. And if it gets her the attentiveness that she needs and craves, well, then who's to say it's wrong? I don't think it's wrong by any means. We all have our thing. We all have our wounds, so to speak, from our youth and our growing up. And, we try to compensate for them or make up for them in some way when we are grown. And usually it comes out in a sexual manner. I know we've kind of talked about that before. So, mailman. So yeah, I don't think that. Oh, he scared the heck out of me. Whew. So I don't think that it's weird. I think it's totally common to feel like that. I know you are not the only one out here that thinks that way or feels that way. There are plenty of men out there that are in the same boat as you. I get stories all the time. So, yeah, you're not alone in that. And you shouldn't feel ashamed or embarrassed. And neither should she. That dynamic works for the both of you. You both get what you need. And it makes you feel loved and secure and safe. And there's nothing wrong with that. I want to thank you for sharing your story. That was pretty cool. And that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, everybody. Love hugs. And smoky kisses. Bye, everyone.